Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Now here's Baldwin. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season He needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. And they'll go on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott from the gun on third. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Elliott. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watching that, Barney.
Here's a give to Barkley. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
The give is to Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry for Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets a new set of downs.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Prescott on first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He juked him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 26. 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deeper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Power running by Zeke. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They begin with a run by Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Got some real estate inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, first and 10, right at the 40. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Gun. Swerve. Hey. Watch the run. Gun. 26.
Prescott to throw this time. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Gun. 26.
Now Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
This is Barkley, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down, Prescott. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin, 84 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
On the run, it's Barkley. And some room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Leopard! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Hot!
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Hot, hot.
Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. Hot, hot.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And on the ground they go to the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.